Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to bring to you a super easy makeup tutorial. It's like a soft, glam, everyday kind of look. This is what I generally do on a daily basis. So the first thing I'm going to do is start off with a clean face and put on the Avon Youth Restoring Cream. I'm going to put on more than I usually do just because it's been super dry and cold here lately, and I just want to have my face as moisturized as possible before I put a lot of foundation and powder on it. So the next thing is Carmex Lip Balm, which is essential, especially in the winter months in the mountains. Just want to moisturize my lips before I put on any lipstick. And then next is the Poreless Face Primer by E.L.F. And then I'm going to go into my Fit Me foundation. This is my favorite foundation. And I'm using my Real Techniques buffing brush, which is also my favorite because it's super soft and the application is really easy with this brush, and I get full coverage with it. And I'm going to put on more on my forehead than I usually do because I've been breaking out recently and it's not okay, and I just need to cover it up as much as I can. And that's what I'm doing here with the concealer. It's just covering up some of those pimples and dark spots that have been surfacing as of late. And then just blend it in with the buffing brush so that there's no harsh lines. Next is the Fit Me Press Foundation, just to set that liquid foundation. And then onto the eyes, I'm using Bare Mineral Prime Time Eyelid Primer. I really like this primer. It's not as good as the Urban Decay one to me, but it is pretty long lasting. And then next is the Ardell Brow Gel that used to be clear, but now the tube is brown because of all the foundation that's in the tube now. But I'm just using it to get my brows to behave. And then next is the Salon Perfect Brown Pomade. And I spritz it a little bit with water first. That way it provided more of a smooth application. Otherwise it's kind of hard. The pomade kind of gets dry after a while, so spritzing it with a little bit of water kind of revives it and makes it a lot easier to put on. And then I just use a spoolie brush to smooth out any of those harsh lines. And clip off some hairs as you see fit, as you need them. Make sure your eyebrows are extra fleeky. And then the E.L.F. concealer, which I put a little bit too much on and it was a little bit too bright, but I'm going to work with it anyway. So if you put on a little bit too much, all you have to do is just blend it out as much as you can. Just make sure there's no harsh lines and it doesn't look like you put on too much concealer even though you did. You can definitely see the difference between the two before concealing and then after concealing. And then onto the eyeshadow, I'm using Trick in the Naked 3 palette. And then next I'm using Factory to deepen up the crease. And then I just blend everything out, make sure there are no harsh lines, make sure everything is blended, make it look as natural as possible. And then this is my favorite part, the eyeliner. It's so good, it's completely waterproof. Like, you have to try really hard to get this eyeliner off. I mean, this is probably the best drugstore eyeliner that I have. It's really easy to put on, it's cheap, and it does not move. Like, and then next is mascara. I'm using my all-time favorite Great Lash. And then onto the face, I'm using Maybelline Concealer Stick in 220 to just map out my face. And I put as much as I can under the eyes just because I have bags and dark circles and I wanted to cover them up as much as possible. And then onto the contour, I'm using the Fit Me foundation stick that's darker than my skin tone. And I'm just mapping it out again, trying to give myself a little bit of a jawline and some cheekbones. And then I just douse my beauty blender in a little bit of water, wipe it off a little bit, makes it easier to blend out the concealer. And then just dab away. And then just blend out the contour. You don't want any harsh lines. So then I go back in with my foundation brush to make sure that there's no harsh lines and just make everything look as natural as possible. For setting purposes, I use the Ulta pressed powder in banana, and this brings some of the yellowness back to my face because I do have yellow undertones, but the concealers that I put on don't have as much yellow undertones. So by putting the banana powder or the banana shade on, it brings some more of my natural color back to my face. It doesn't make me look so washed out. And I just put it everywhere I put on the concealer. And onto my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, which I had just got and I'm super excited about. And I'm using the Real Techniques sculpting brush, which is amazing. And I'm just going over where I put that cream contour. I was really hesitant to get the Anastasia contour kit because it was so expensive, but I have to say that it was definitely worth the hype and worth the money. I use it every single day now and it's just gorgeous. And next, the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, which I just got as well and I was so happy about. This is the best thing I think I've ordered in a long time. It's just amazing. I was using the Physician Formula highlighter before and it just wasn't as pigmented and it just didn't pop as much as this one, but the Becca highlighter is just amazing and it's not too expensive. I wish I had gotten more, honestly, but it's just perfect to me. And I'm using the Real Techniques fan brush with it. And I'm putting it all over the high points, so on the cheekbones, the nose, the bridge of the nose, cupid's bow and chin, and then the inner corners of the eye. And then onto lips, I'm using the Revlon Color Lipstick Crayon in Adore to just like add a base onto my lips. I realized that it was a little bit too light at first, so I decided to go back over it with my E.L.F. Moisturizing Lipstick in Crazy Cranberry to just deepen it up a little bit more. I wanted more of a dramatic kind of look. And then just clean up the edges with the concealer brush. And after that, setting spray, of course, which I also just ordered, the Urban Decay setting spray, which is, of course, worth the hype. Everybody knows. It's just amazing. Your makeup stays on all day. And after that, you're all done. This is the finished look. Look at that highlighter popping. Look at it. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And then go check out my last video, please. Thumb it up. Subscribe to my channel. Everything. Follow me on everything. Description box will be loaded with all of my handles and everything. And thank you so much. Hope to see you in my next video.